trucks, built to serve.
Welcome to First Things First on a huge Monday. Look who just got out of the Uber at Club Superstar, and he's waving everybody in. Jason Tatum will discuss coming up. Meanwhile, we are officially putting the Suns on upset alert. And by we, I just mean me. Ooh. I didn't even talk to Nick and Broussard about it. And finally, LeBron tweeted, he's never missing the playoffs again. And he is focused and locked in on vacation. Jenna Wolf still LeBron. Out sick. Jenna, feel better? That's Chris Broussard. I'm Kevin Wiles. That's Nick Wright. Nick, what did you think about LeBron's proclamation that he will never miss the playoffs again?
Oh, I think it's interesting. I also think it's interesting that LeBron on that gorgeous beach has won as many playoffs this year as the best player alive, Kevin Durant.
No.
As Wiles would say.
Behind the paywall, this show is for free. Last call for the Nets season. Boston defense hounding KD. He only had 16. Kyrie said, sure, I'll have 16 too. Tatum, meanwhile, had 39. No big deal. Boston goes up 3-0. Broussard, you are a man of faith. You are a man of integrity. You are a man who believes in the best of people. Tell me you are not giving up on your Brooklyn Nets already.
Oh!
So stupid.
Does that answer your question?
Right.
Does that answer your question, Wilds? They're done.
Yeah.
Toast. Finito. Gone fishing. 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
My
However
goodness.
you want to phrase it. It's over. I'm not even going to waste my time giving the energy for the Kenny Smith voice. They don't deserve that much. My goodness.
No,
I've been had, guys. I've been took. I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Led astray.
This is ridiculous. They're done. Yes, they're done. And can't you tell? It's not just the games. It's the post-game press conferences, too. They're defeated. KD, 33 years old, 14 seasons, seen it all. And he's sounding like he's never seen anything like this Boston defense. He's admitted that he's in his own head. He's lost. And Kyrie's talking about continuity and chemistry and how do you make up for that when you haven't played since October, as if he's not the reason they don't have continuity and chemistry. This is a shame. This is embarrassing. There's no other way around it. And it's not just embarrassing because they're going to lose. Because Boston is legit. And I think they lose tonight. But if they win, so what? Oof. Who cares? They're not going past 5 games. Nobody in NBA history at any level, any round, first, second, third, finals, has come back from a 3-0 deficit. And they're not about to be the first team to do it. And the embarrassing thing is not just that they're losing, but it is that there's 2 superstars, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, are coming off, just keeping it real, they're coming off like a couple of arrogant know-it-alls who are having their feet stuck in their mouths. Because Kevin Durant, he left Golden State for many reasons, but one of them was because he got tired of Steve Kerr's motion offense. Look at this quote that he gave to the Wall Street Journal in 2019. He talked about wanting to play ISO. You know, motion offense, it works to a certain point. We can't rely on our system for maybe first 2 rounds. Then the next 2 rounds, we're going to have to mix in individual play. He goes on. Is there more? We got to throw teams off. Blah, blah, blah. So now I had to dive into my bag deep to create stuff on my own, off the dribble, ISOs, pick and rolls, more so than let the offense create my points for me. I bet Kevin Durant wishes, hopes, and prays he had someone to create some offense for him. You wanted to go ISO because you believed all the press clippings that you were the greatest scorer ever, that you could never be stopped, and Jason Tatum is shutting you down. He's outplaying you, period, on both ends of the floor. He's giving you 30 and 8 assists, 30 points, and locking you up on defense, blocking your jump shot. Grant Williams, too. And then Kyrie, these are the numbers. I mean, it's a lopsided match. Let me go to Kyrie. Nick, I know you want to go. Kyrie, too. I can't just let him off the hook. We all remember this quote. We don't really need to have a head coach. KD could be the head coach. I could be the head coach. Well, if y'all can be the head coach, draw up a play to get you some offense. How about drawing something up to get you an open look? I mean, it's just, I'm beyond upset. Go ahead, Nick.
I know.
In Brew's defense, who could have seen this coming? Oh, wait. Me! Because everything I told you about this fraudulent team is accurate.
You didn't
Their
see
coaching
a sweep.
is awful.
You didn't see a sweep.
Oh, well, they haven't been swept yet. I didn't see a sweep, but I have been dead on right about everything I've said about this team for 2 years. For 2 years. This is reminiscent of your beloved Clippers, who I was dead on right about. And everyone's like, oh, Nick's a hater. He's scared of Kawhi. Nope. At round 2 ceiling. Oh, Nick's a hater. Durant, he's worried about Durant being on LeBron's corner. Nope. Round 2 ceiling last year. Round 1 this year. Kevin Durant, the best player alive, has lost 7 of his last 8 playoff
Says who? Hold on.
7
says who?
of his last 8 playoff games.
You've never said
lost.
that. I've never said that.
No, and by the way,
we can stop that talk.
That is your saving grace here. Correct. That Brew's saving grace is, as awful and embarrassing and, crippling as this pick was for him, it will be redeemed slightly by the fact that he never got on the Kevin Durant is better than Giannis corner. Because you know how silly that's going to look a week from now? You think Giannis is going to be having 16-point repeated playoff games against this greatest defense ever? Because folks are so desperate. And the Celtics have been fantastic. We're going to talk about Tatum's club superstar later. I want to give them credit. But folks are so protective of KD that they are twisting their brains into like, well, is this maybe the greatest defense in NBA history? Maybe that's what we're seeing. Maybe quite simply, no one could succeed against this defense. Well, let's see what Giannis does. Let's just see what Giannis, who doesn't have the bag or the skill of Kevin Durant, what he does against this exact same defense, by the way, when Chris Middleton might not be playing. So let's just see how Giannis performs. Because here's what I know. We all of us said after game 1, well, one of the few bright sides for Brooklyn is this. They almost won the game that will be Durant's worst game of the series. Little did we know, game 1 was his best game of the series. And it feels like a blowout, Wilds, because it's 3-0. But here is a fact. Game 1, with 4 minutes left, Brooklyn is up 5 points. Game 2, with 8 minutes left, it is a tie game. Game 3, with 8 minutes left, it is a 5-point game. Close the game. Do something. KD took 1 shot in the 4th quarter of game 3. It was a dunk 20 seconds into the quarter. Took no jump shots, didn't. Heavy is the head that wears the Twitter crown. And Kevin Durant's been wearing that one for years. You got to produce, man. You can't shoot 36% for a series. It's his worst series of his career.
All right. Well, can I give Broussard an olive branch because I still believe in Kevin Durant. I think we've written the Kevin Durant is an elite player obituary far too soon because now Broussard we get elimination game Kevin Durant. Yes, elimination game Kevin Durant is better than all the greats? ? Woo! Most points per game when facing elimination, NBA history. Kevin Durant's right there. Not all the greats. There's 4 guys better, but, there's a lot of guys that aren't on that list. So, LeBron, Jordan, Wilt, Iverson, Durant, Broussard. Are you expecting a monster game for Kevin Durant to break out and save your Nets? And your pick, maybe. Show me some faith.
No, I'm not. No. Because we ran the same stat after a loss. I mean, really, right after game 1, we all, even expected Durant to go
thought he'd be
berserk.
good.
And he couldn't. And here's the thing, Wilds. When you look at all those games, what did he have in all of those games? He had another guy. Even talk about Westbrook all you want, but Westbrook drew attention to himself in Oklahoma City so KD could be KD. Golden State, obviously, Steph and Clay. And now with Kyrie kind of sleepwalking on the side and letting Bruce Brown bring the ball up and letting Marcus Smart get all up in his chest, KD got to create it by himself. And he can't. So, I mean, no, I expect a little bit better.